Every day, 300 children in the United States are admitted to the emergency room to be treated for injuries related to chemical poisoning, and 2 of these children die. Chemical poisoning is 100% preventable, and it only takes the correct knowledge to prevent injuries like this from happening. In front of me, I have a few of the most common household items that you can find in most people's homes, such as bleach, window cleaner, plumbing solution, and toilet bowl cleaner. And one other thing that I would really like to talk about is the Tide Pod. As it has been in recent controversy, these are very dangerous. But when you're looking at it, and if you're going to think about it in a child's perspective, it looks pretty appetizing. It looks like a piece of candy, and it looks like it would be easy to put in your mouth. But this is one of the many things that we must keep away from children. And by doing this, you should put child safety locks on your cupboards, keep your chemicals up on higher places where they are unable to reach, or even in unauthorized areas where they're not allowed to go. Keeping them in the garage is a good idea as long as they are still out of the way. If your prevention efforts have failed and your child has came in contact with a chemical, the first thing you should do is call 911. But you should also be prepared to act on the situation before help arrives. How your child came in contact with the chemical is going to determine what is best for treatment. If your child has swallowed the poison, the best thing you can do is remove anything that's left in their mouth. If the suspected poison is a household cleaner, then you should follow the instructions on the bottle as to what you should do. A great resource you can also use is the Poison Control website. It offers a lot of information and direct searching for what chemicals are of issue. If something is on the skin, the best thing you can do is remove the clothing around it that's trapping the chemical there. Rinse as much as you can for as long as you can to remove the excess chemical to reduce the injury sustained. If something is in the eye, you should flush the eye with cool or lukewarm water until help arrives. The longer you do it, the better the chances of removing the chemical. The key here is to remove the amount that's on the skin or whatever area is affected to reduce the injury sustained. The topic I chose for this project was chemical safety in children. I chose it because it's a very important topic because it's something that's very preventable. Knowing information about this could definitely save the lives of many children and also prevent many unnecessary injuries. I want people to take away from this knowing that prevention is what saves lives. Knowing what to do before the accident happens is going to save you in the end. The 5 E's applied to my topic. The first one, engineering. Child-proof caps and child-safe locks for cupboards are one way that engineering plays a role in keeping children safe. Enforcement. Laws have recently been passed in New York State requiring chemical manufacturers to disclose all the chemicals in their products. This pushes for more regulation and lets us know what we're actually using when we're cleaning our house. Education. Poison control, education, and in school settings. This is definitely something that should be talked about in school, especially when parents have younger children. Not every parent knows what to do for things like this, and not every parent is aware of this. So teaching it in schools or talking about it with younger children's parents is a good way to get the point across. Economic incentives. Funding for prevention programs saves lives, and it saves time and money when people are not being injured in the end. And finally is the emergency response. There are things like the poison control hotline, which is something you can call, and it tells you exactly what to do depending on which chemical your child came in contact with. It also is a good resource that you can use to learn more information about what you have in your home and what ways you should keep it safe from your children and what can happen if things go wrong. And you can also use the 911 emergency, which you should use if your child comes in contact with a chemical. But it is also nice to be able to look up information before this happens. Other places that you can get more information besides poison control are the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the World Health Organization. These are all valuable websites that you can find right online that will give you plenty of information about everything you're looking for. Thank you for watching. Could your child's murderer be right under your kitchen sink? It could be if you don't keep them safe. Learn to protect your children and learn how to keep your chemicals safe within your home.